This is how much we spend as a family of 5 on groceries and dining on this credit card, the American Express Gold, Rose Gold version. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion if this card is right for you and your family. Plus, I'm going to show you some quick math on how much you need to spend to make it worth it. Here's a quick 101 on this credit card. The American Express Gold has a $325 annual fee. That's almost 50 weeks of Starbucks lattes. And in return, American Express offers 4 sets of different credits that you can use to offset that annual fee. You get $7 of Dunkin' Donuts credits every month. You get $10 of dining credits that you can use at these select stores. You'll get $10 per month of Uber credits to use either for on Uber Ride or Uber Eats. And finally, you'll get $50 per every 6 months for using at Resy, which is a restaurant platform that American Express owns. Your grand total is $424. Whoa, pause right there. I gotta highlight 2 warnings about these credits. Number 1, you can't take these credits as straight cash value, meaning that it's not $1 to $1. Many of these restaurants offer 20% discounts on gift cards, so take that into account. Second, maybe it's just my family, but families are busy. And if you're running around trying to drive children 1 and children 2 to practice, are you really thinking about using $7 of Dunkin' Donuts credit? It is easy to forget, and we've done it many times. Case in point, here's our current scorecard for 2025. We've already missed the first half of the $50 Resi credits while we were in Orlando for a volleyball tournament. We've missed a month of Dunkin' Donuts credits, dining credits, and the Uber credits, which means that we've already lost out on $77 this year. So why did you get this credit card? The main reason we grabbed this specific credit card because it has elevated categories for grocery and dining. You earn 4x per dollar spent. And let's be honest, for families, that's some of the highest categories and expenses that you have to pay, especially when you have 3 growing boys. But before I show you how much we spent last year, how do you know that it's worth it for you to get this credit card or not? All right, it's time for some quick math. Let's talk about 2 sets of different families. Family number 1 thinks that the credits are worth nothing. Family number 2 thinks that they're worth 50%. And family number 3, I can't really talk about because if the credits are more than the annual fee, then there's really no math to talk about. I'm going to show both sets of numbers. However, I'm going to focus talking about the family that specifically values the credits at 50%. Editor's note, I'm so sorry. I do not know why I used $350 suddenly in my head. There's now a $25 buffer difference between the $350 calculation. So the threshold / break-even point is even more conservative. So a family that values the credits at 50% is roughly $210. At a $350 annual fee, there's a minus the $210 in credits that you get back. There's a gap of $140 that you need to make up using this card. Important note, American Express values American Express membership reward points at 0.6 cents per point. This means that you can use 1 membership point to erase 0.6 cents of value on your statement credit. All that to say, the $140 is actually equal to 1,334 points. Hey, what about that 80,000 sign-up bonus? Whoa, go get your own video. So I'm purposely ignoring the sign-up offer in the math. I'm using normal day expenses like dining and groceries to calculate the break-even point of when this card is actually valuable and worth it for a family to get. And I'm using a really conservative method to redeem those points, which is 0.6 cents for 1 Amex point. Hopefully, using this conservative way of calculating the break-even point will help your family figure out, is it really worth it for you? I'm not going to do math using 23,334, so I rounded it up to a nice even number of 24,000. So 24,000 is the amount of points that you need to hit with this credit card for the 2 elevated categories, which is dining and groceries. That equates to $6,000 per year or $500 monthly that you would need to hit to even hit the break-even point. Not talking about additional, just hitting the break-even point. Eric, isn't there cards that earn 2x Amex membership points for 0 annual fee? Let's take that card into consideration as another scenario. That means in order for this American Express Gold Card to beat out the other card with 2x in the groceries and dining categories, you would need to elevate the $6,000 per annual year to $12,000, assuming you have to double that amount to make up for that 2x. Now that we know the break-even points, Let's take a look at my family's budget from last year. Okay, here we go. For last year total, for a family of 5, spending on groceries and dining on the American Express Gold Card. For restaurants, we spent $10,244.28. And for groceries, we spent $5,206.43. Our grand total on this credit card last year was at around $15,400. And at 4X category, that means we earned 60,000 American Express points. Let's take a look at our 2 break-even points, which is $6,000 to $12,000. If your family spends around $6,500 annually on groceries and dining combined together, it might not make sense for you to get the American Express Gold Card. In addition, if you have other American Express earning point cards, such as the 2X or 3X on dining, that range of value in terms of what you need to break even will increase, such as the 12,000 break even point with the 2X scenario. But because our family spends $15,000 on this American Express Gold Card, we actually go over the $6,000 and $12,000 mark. So this means it's net positive for us to keep this card. In addition, we do value the credits on this credit card more than the 50% that we had assumed. While 60,000 American Express points isn't a lot, it comes in really handy. For example, 60,000 American Express points would cover 2 round-trip tickets that me and my son would need for volleyball travel across domestically. And if you're interested on how to use your American Express points for your family, check out this playlist right here.